Hey, my name is Jordan Coley, and welcome to my special song meaning series where I unpack the details of all of the songs from my album, Sparrow Flower. Just a heads up, all of my songs are written from a Christian perspective since that's who I am, but I've also tried very intentionally to make sure that the way that I approach that isn't divisive. Or at the very least, that's not my intention. If you're cool with that, awesome. If you're not cool with that, I totally respect you, and honestly, I hope that you'll just choose to stay and listen anyway. But no offense taken if you don't. This episode, we're diving into Target, the song that has had the greatest transformation before reaching its final form on the album. So here's some fun lore. I had the concept for this track a long time ago, and even had a mostly finished demo before the album even started coming together. But when I sat down with it and when I compared it with the other songs, it didn't quite have the same punch or musical shine that I was going for. So I literally scrapped everything. The only thing that stayed was the original concept. No lyric or original chord structure or melody is the same from how it started. So, lore drops aside. What is Target about? This is the last part of the third pairing of companion songs on the album. If you were here for the last episode on Goalpost, you know that that song was written with a certain kind of Christian in mind. This one was too. Even the titles might come across similar. They are where they are on the album intentionally. Target is about a leader who wants to be in charge no matter the cost. That person is just motivated by control and not service. And the price that they're willing to pay includes stepping on others, putting people down, and building up barriers so that they have no peers that can challenge them. There are a handful of Christians that I've met over the years who have been like this. After I had had enough encounters like that, I knew that I needed to write a song about it because it's so destructive and it's such a detriment to our walk and our witness. And this is where Target begins. So you finally got your throne starts with the question, you reached your goal at all costs. Now, how does that feel? Knowing that the collateral damage that it took to get there, these types of people often end up paranoid. They spend a significant amount of their energy looking over their shoulders, wondering who might be plotting their downfall. This leads to the end result of the first pre-chorus and chorus. They use all of their energy, keeping their eyes open for the next attack, making sure that no one has any real power to challenge them, and then they hide in the corner in the shadows, listening for who might be talking about them. This energy could quite literally be spent on anything else, like actually leading and pouring into people, but because that person is so paranoid, all of that comes secondary to self-preservation. And all of this hides really well for a little while, but eventually the cracks start to show. Eventually, this misguided order of priorities becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and this isolated leader who trusts no one earns the talk that they're afraid of. The last line of the chorus is one of my favorites. Did you build a bridge or did you build a wall? It's an honest question. Building bridges is supposed to make connections between people, but putting up walls prevents them. So then, by some circular logic, they determined that they're a target, not because of the way that they got where they are or how they've chosen to steer the ship, but because they think that the position itself puts them on the enemy's radar. This makes them believe that they're in the right because they see the challenges to their authority as opposition and persecution and not as accountability. In the second chorus, I explore the possibility of what makes people this way. It's possible it's all out of a desire to prove to the people around them and subsequently themselves that they're definitely deserving of the position that they have, that they're better than whoever came before them. The damage around whatever it is that they're building is just circumstance, and they never take any responsibility for it, even though they are the common denominator. The bridge asks important questions to this leader. What made you so afraid? What turns you into a leader that can't be challenged or wrong? And why is anyone who offers a different perspective than yours automatically your enemy, and not just someone who sees you struggling alone and knows you're capable of more if you just trust other people? Ecclesiastes 4, verses 9 through 12 is a great example of why we shouldn't go through life as an island. It says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good return for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. But pity anyone who falls and has no one to help them up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? The one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. When we trust one another and work to support one another, the things that we can accomplish and the ways that we can cover for each other far outweigh anything that we can do on our own. And that, I hope, is the message that comes through with this song. And I'll say that is the long and short of my song Target. Up next is the album's best kept secret, Olive Press, which is track 9. See you then.